Welcome everybody to Qbaby's Let's Be Honest. I'm here with my special guest,
Little Kid.
you know what I'm saying? So today's topic is, why do people don't understand the consequences of their actions before they do things, like far as before they cheat, before they mistreat, or before they, you know what I'm saying, just do badly by their partner. So what's your take on it?
Well, how some people get treated bad is because it's a lack of support.
Mm.
Lack of support, and people like being in a relationship and then letting it go. Sometimes you can see the true character out of a person.
The true character of a person?
Like if they leaving you, and when you say they don't think about it and stuff like that, that's how I feel.
Hey, that's pretty freaking good, to be honest. Like, because I don't know, like, I think it's certain signs that you can see in your partner.
And when you say you see certain signs, they could also be red flags.
Mm.
Red flags.
But do you think people, when they're in blind love, they overlook those red flags?
Some people can be blinded by it. Some people gotta be told like, hey, you you overthinking, or you too worried. And people want to go with, people either go with their heart or they go with their good feeling.
Yeah.
And majority of the time, people go with their good feeling instead of their heart, because they feel like that's the best decision, and they don't want to get hurt.
I don't know, like, for me, like, I think it's kind of like the reverse a little bit, because I think people go with more of their heart than with their gut on things. And the reason why I say that personally, like, is because I feel like when you have your heart into a relationship, you can end up having a blind eye to the person you love. You know what I'm saying?
And maybe that person that you're with currently might not be the one for you.
Facts. And that's the reason why I say, like, if you leave with your heart, though, you're just in that bliss of love. You know what I'm saying?
But some people, they can hold it in so much. They can hold it in like how they feel, because they don't want to get hurt. Just like I just said,
yeah.
they holding it in. They might got a whole heart and a lot of love, but you gotta think about they past experiences.
That's
So
true.
so if they bringing their past experiences in a relationship that's new, it's not gonna work. That's just my take on it.
Yeah, like, I definitely agree with that, because that's the reason why I say, like, the good part is just, like, I know, like, whenever it comes to dating most girls, or for girls that date most guys, like, they have their own, you know what I'm saying, traumas that they came from their last relationships and stuff like that. That's why one of my pet peeves is, and I even tell a lot of dudes and a lot of girls, like, you can't bring your traumas from your past relationship, or issues that you had, or the trauma that you have went through throughout your life, or whatever like that. You can't bring that into the relationship.
Right.
Like, eventually you're gonna have to make a choice, and the choice is gonna be very simple. Either you're going to let the traumas that's been holding you back go, for you can try to make a step forward into a better future, or either you're gonna hold on to those traumas and damage the relationship you're trying to create. Like, so that's the reason why I said, like, when I was telling you about the whole, like, you can tell it in your partner from how they change up. You can tell it from their actions and things like that. And that's the reason why you get the gut feeling. I was like, damn, like, she's acting hella weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's spruiking, you know what I'm saying, spicing up a little bit. Like, she acting kind of weird. Like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how to one, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna use this concept that I had seen from one of my homeboys that told me about it. And he was talking about, like, one thing I noticed is, like, whenever my boys are coming over, that's when my girl want to dress up. I was like, but she don't, only time she ever really dress up is when I'm finna take her out to eat and stuff like that. But she ain't never just want to get dressed up at the house type shit. And I'm like, that's kind of strange.
But is he doing enough to show he appreciate her?
Well,
Like she might be lonely, and he ain't giving her what she want and what she need.
So you think your girl should dress up whenever your homeboys come over?
I'm saying the reason why she's probably doing that is because she's not getting what she need from her man that she's with. So she want to entertain other fellas, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, entertaining, yeah. So if it happens on the flip side, then that'll be a man dressing up whenever her homegirls come over. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be like he's trying to entertain other women, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta have some type of bond and chemistry with somebody. You know, that's what I feel.
Okay. So on a deeper note on that, like just to piggyback off that, do you think men and women that do fall in that situation where they feel like they're not getting something from their partner, why can't they communicate it to their partner to see if their partner will try to do that?
See, like different people, like you could, they could write their feelings down.
Mm-hmm.
But some people can talk their feelings, but you just can't shut out the people that write their feelings down, you know, to express themselves. But the overall thing, like you said, people want to communicate. They want to talk. Let's figure this out. Let's work it out, you know, before we can have less drama scenes, different things like that. You just want to keep it copacetic with it, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I agree. Like, it's like the whole writing things down, like, I can understand it to a degree, but eventually, like, you're going to have, like, words.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're going to have to, that's why I said communicate.
Yeah, like, but it's just like a lot of people will get lost in communication where they feel like if they do communicate because of past traumas or they maybe was never ever getting their voice heard in their last relationship, or if they was in a family situation or whatever the case may be, it's just like you can't use that as an excuse why you in a new relationship with someone or you're trying to do something.
So what you saying they can't use as an excuse? What are you saying?
The lack of communication.
Yeah, I mean some people don't know how to communicate with their partner.
Yeah.
It's like when your relationship, you and the woman or the woman and the man, they both got flaws. Y'all both got flaws. You know, maybe that person can't communicate. Maybe you can't respect that person.
Yeah.
Maybe you talk too aggressive to your woman.
Or your man, you know what I'm saying, vice versa and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I can understand that to a degree, but over time, steps need to be taken where you both can communicate, or otherwise the relationship will fail.
Communication is key.
Yeah.
I understand that, but some people communicate better by writing it down. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like I know.
But most definitely, you know, you eventually gonna have to get over that and try your best to communicate with your partner if you want that to last.
Facts, and I definitely agree with that. And that's something that I've been like trying to figure out, like what's the best way to take those steps in that communication situation. You know what I mean? Like, how can a man or how can a woman help her partner or help his woman to be able to communicate better?
On a professional level, suggest therapy. Suggest therapy. If you really want, you know, it to work out, I suggest therapy. And sometimes you don't need therapy. You know, you because the therapists don't know everything that's going on. They are human beings just like we are.
Yeah, they have their flaws and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's unflawless. You know what I'm saying?
The information that therapist giving you, it could help, but it doesn't mean it's gonna heal it.
Yeah, because it's like the thing that a therapist can do is give you a different perception
from their
point of view. From
their
their point of view. Yeah, I can understand that, and that's the reason why I tell a lot of people, like, yeah, it's good to see a therapist, but if you're not putting the steps or the work in to try to take that step forward towards communicating better with the partner, you know what I'm saying, whether it's a man, woman, or whatever the case may be. But I think that's something that a lot of people lose themselves at, where they start to like go too far in their head and want to just fall into a whole depressed mood and thought process like that. But you can't, like me personally, like I have, you seen me in my ups and my downs, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of history since baby pampers type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so, you know what I'm saying? So I've been depressed before, you know what I'm saying? I've been there, done that, but at the same time, as you already know, shoot, I can't stay any long. Like,
you had to snap out of it.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not easy, it's not I'm not gonna say, oh, it's so easy to stop being depressed, or there ain't a such thing of being depressed. Like, you can get depressed, you can get discouraged, but at the end of the day, it's all about putting the steps and things in order for you to start focusing. And the thing that I'm lucky and I'm blessed to have is that when I do fall into depressed mood like that, I got my bros that I hit up and be like, bro, I need somebody to talk to. I need somebody to chill with just for a minute, shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's kick it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing and vice versa. If they ever need me in the same situation, you know what I'm saying? In reverse. It's just having that crush of knowing, like, when you have that downtime, shoot, got you. But at the same time, you can't stay there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get back on your feet and start rocking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't, yeah, you know, these are diseases people deal with.
Yeah.
Not talking about like no sick diseases.
But just
like,
mentally.
Yeah,
yeah.
mental diseases, you know. You know, for example, me, like, that's another thing, like, going back to the topic, like, some women can deal with my mental health and make it better, you know, but some can't. Majority of they can't deal with that, you know. You know, like, oh, this guy got mental health issues, you know. Should I, you know, do something different?
Yeah, should I move around? Should I not fuck with this? Yeah, like, I know what it is, but I think the key thing is that whether you have mental illness or not, it's all about being a better version of yourself. And the person that you do decide to be with or that accepts, you know what I'm saying, the mental health issues and stuff like that, is about you giving 100% to better yourself for yourself at the same time for the relationship that you want to pursue. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's some real feedback, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know what I'm saying, it's not really normal for a lot of people to be in a position where they can actually just rock out to with someone that can understand where they're coming from, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, abusive backgrounds, whether it's mental illness, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, traumas from, you know what I'm saying, from things that happened in their childhood. It's just, people in general just gotta find a way to, like, to understand and communicate better when they're inside a relationship, because it takes two to be able to achieve what you're trying to do.
Right.
So, I don't know, like, and I know it was another topic that we were talking about that you said you wanted to talk about, and what was that?
It was about, I believe, why I said, why do women don't get the recognition they deserve?
Okay. You said why women and men, or just women in general?
Well, just like in a relationship, why you and your partner don't get
the recognition they deserve?
Yeah.
Okay, like, well, from my point of view, I would say, I think a lot of people take for granted the good person that they have in their life. Me personally, I just think people, like, don't realize how good of a person that they have in their life until it's gone. I think me and KO had like a little, you know what I'm saying, just a little pin on it, like partial conversation, but not too much. But the thing about that is just like, when you can't respect, or you can't, you know what I'm saying, give the proper recognition and the proper, you know what I'm saying, like, understanding to the person that came in your life, that want to change your life for the better, want you to be a better person, want you to do better and win, you know what I'm saying, in every possible way, that want to let you know that even when you fall down, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Being that support system that most people be looking for. I think that's something that get lost in a lot of relationships. I know a lot of women that are out there looking for a good man, and they end up getting crappy ones, and they're doing everything right for this man, and it's in a vice versa too. There's a lot of good dudes out there that's with a lot of crappy women, you know what I'm saying? Just like there are crappy men, like, that's trying to do everything right by them and get misused in that. And it gets lost because a lot of people don't realize, like, good men and good women are very hard to find.
I say that all the time.
And it's only because in the world we live in, I think, for me personally, like, this is just what I think. Don't hold me to this at all, y'all. This is just my thoughts on it. I think that the most, probably, like, greatest women in the world are big girls. And the only thing that stops most of those big girls, like, in that plateau. Like I think from getting the recognition that they deserve, like they should get, and it's just because I'm speaking from more of a health, you know what I'm saying, incentive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of women think that, oh, you got something against big girls. I'm like, nah. It's just I want someone to think about the health. Like when you think about a nurse or a doctor, you know what I'm saying, someone in that nursing field, you think of someone that is healthy because they're trying to tell someone that is unhealthy to get healthy. You know what I'm saying? In that sense, and I take it from that perspective. It's just like I know big girls to be some of the most best nurturers, the sweetest women that would bend over backwards for a person. That if they had a good man in their life, I mean, they'd treat him like a king. You feel me? And the thing is that they have this mindset with these modern day feminism. I'm sorry to say it, but this whole accept me for who I am. Like the thing is, I can accept what you can't change. The one thing that me and you can't change is our height. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth. You can't change your height. But you can take a walk, you can eat less food, you know what I'm saying, eat a little healthy, you know what I'm saying, and lose some weight. Or either, you know what I'm saying, like, far as you disrespecting someone, cussing someone out, you can change the way you speak to someone. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that can be changed. Things you can't change. You can't change your skin color. You know what I'm saying? You can't change how old you are. Like, you are who you are because that's truly who you were born to be. You know what I'm saying? You can't change that. Like, people can try to alternate, you know what I'm saying, if they want to, but the reality is that you can't change the real facts of what you can't do. You know what I'm saying? Which is your height, things like that. But accepting, you know what I'm saying, that you don't want to do no work or be a better version of yourself. And I'm trying to think of the long run. I think it's where, even for bigger men as well, you know what I'm saying, I tell them the same thing. It's not about like you becoming some skinny dude or some skinny girl. It's about you refining what you have for it to look good, kind of like how a Christmas present is. So that when you get with the person that you want to be with, after you obtain that, you're able to make it to the end of life, which is a healthy life. Because think about it, if you get with a woman, whether they're in shape or not, you know what I'm saying, because everybody gonna die someday, that's one thing that nobody can escape from. You know what I'm saying? So the point is that you want to last as long as you can with the person that you love. And one of the main things that people don't understand, like I said all the time on a lot of different podcast videos that I've been doing, is that the number one killer in America is obesity. Like that's a serious thing. Like people are dying from that more than anything.
Yeah, having like different heart attacks and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like I know a 19-year-old. I lost a cousin, you know what I'm saying? Friends, you know what I'm saying, that has died from obesity. Like heart attack, you know what I'm saying, heart failure, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that I'm like more on now because I'm like, I don't want to see nobody pass away like that. Whether they're my family, whether they're friends, whether they're just people in general. Like I just want people to live long and healthy lives. You know what I'm saying? That's just me on that point of view. But how do you think that it can, you know what I'm saying, change as far as the topic that you use?
I'm saying like you said, like you gotta try to like convince and motivate your partner to like what you feel like she could change to better her health.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta push. Sometimes your woman needs you to push them.
Yeah.
Like give them that push, give them that motivation. You know,
Yeah.
offer to, hey, I'll do it with you, which I know you already do. But you know, they gotta have that consistency.
Yeah.
You know, to reach their goal of losing 15 pounds, reach their goal of losing
Whatever.
100 pounds. You know, so you just try to give them that push. You know, and it'll be alright. Like, cause you got you in somebody's corner, you in your woman corner, and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. You know.
Like I can definitely understand that. That's the reason why. Like I definitely agree with that whole like motivating your partner.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that get lost is that like, cause I get this from a lot of dudes that message me like, cause we have like a little powwow on the conversation on the topic or whatever, and they said like, as much as I want to ask my girl about working out with her and being that motivation, the moment that the subject even get touched, it's an argument. You know what I'm saying? And it's on the flip side too.
it's all what you say and how you say it.
True.
If you say it like, uh,
Beg you fat, some type shit like that.
you
And you
know,
should
like
expect.
just like showing like signs that you don't care, like that's gonna make her feel more down. Like, hey, you don't care. But if you go like, you tell your lady, baby, I think we should go to the gym together. And she be like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
And you push her, she push you. Whether you need to do some adjustments to your body to be more healthier,
Yeah.
you know.
But what if she says no? I
If
like you should accept me for who I am.
Well, you gotta. If she say,
Yeah, yeah. You see, I got told. I got quiet right there. You see that?
if she say,
Yeah, it got quiet real quick. You see how you just near? Oh shit.
look,
Yeah, that's that feminism right there. That's what you hear. That's what you're gonna hear from every last one of them. You should accept me for who I am. All this digging and
it's
all that.
still how you
No,
how you say it,
okay,
bro.
however you say it, if she just tell you flat out, you gonna accept me for who I am, I ain't working out. What do you say then? What's a better way? If she constantly, no matter how you phrase it, that's her exact word. What you gonna do
I
then?
think we need to make this goddamn podcast scratch out that 30 and change it to 12.
Yeah, change the tweet.
Cause your ass,
I'm just saying, like, I'm just asking a serious question on that because, like, like I know, this is what you gonna hear. You can't ask no girl. Like, the one thing that you can't talk about is weight to a girl. You know that for that age.
it comes, bro. Like
There's no.
you can talk to your woman, man. You can talk to your woman,
bro. You know, like I know, it's not a lot of women that's gonna take that. They don't like that whole word. The only, definitely, if y'all living together, 50-50, and all these other things, like it's different if you're probably in a more of a power situation, far as like you're taking care of everything, where she has the time frame to be able to do it like that, even though that you can do it, even though you're working like 12-hour shifts and stuff like that. On your off days, shit, you trying to hit the gym, work out a little bit, get a little exercise in. But you know what I'm saying? Hers is more optional. She's not working as many hours. It's just because she's chasing her career, whatever it is, like that. Like it's more of a relief where her working is more of an option than it is like she has to work this job. We gotta be 50-50.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a point. But I'm just saying, like some men don't talk to their woman.
Like I ain't gonna lie, like I totally agree with you when you say it's a lot of dudes that don't talk to their girl. Probably they be like, "Babe, you fat, you need to lose some weight." Like I know some piece of shit dudes that'll say some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about if you come around to it respectfully, be like, "Babe, I think me and you should go work out and get in shape together. Like I want to try to lose weight, and I want you to be on the journey with me. And I want us to lose weight together." You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be better for us to be able to communicate, be able to really have more time with one another, working out together, helping each other, motivating each other. Things like that. However you want to fit it in there.
Yeah, but you had a point though, cause I mean.
But I'm just saying, like, what would you do?
I'm just saying, like, some girls might be like that, I'm just saying, like.
I ain't saying all girls are like that now.
No, that's why I said some.
Yeah.
I said some.
Let me make sure. Like I ain't saying all women that get this conversation like a guy coming nice to be like, "Babe, I want you to work out with me." Because I know there's a lot of women that if you had a guy that came to you be like, "Babe, look, I want us to work out together. I want us to get in shape, this, that, and third." Some of you women out there be like, "Okay, I'm down for it. Let's do it." You know what I'm saying? Definitely if you got a guy that's handling his business as a man, not no fuck nigga, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, just a real dude in your life that's trying to, like, that really wants you to be the best version of yourself. I just want to make sure I clear that up. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I think that's something that is very tough. It's just like, I noticed that the moment that comes up, it causes a lot of controversy in a relationship, and where, you know what I'm saying, guys, I'm sorry to say this, majority of guys that don't really have options, the moment that they even bring it up, they know they ain't getting no monkey for at least about a month after saying that. Like, I'm sorry, guys ain't got no options, that's what you're dealing with. As far as the women on this side, like, If his bank account long enough, I'm sorry, you probably gonna get over the fatness because 9 times out of 10 you probably don't care if he's fat or not. But if you do care, which I believe women do care if a guy's in shape or not, because the simple fact, I think it all depends on. Because I asked the girl this question. I know a lot of people gonna be like, no, we like big guys and dad, but I'm like, okay. So I asked him a basic question. I did the shit at my job. I use my job as an experiment ground for all my shit, and I love it. And I even do it like at Walmart too. I ask just random people. I said, so you tell me you like dad bods, right? She's like, yeah, dad bods is the sexiest thing in the world. I don't like six packs or muscles and all that shit. I was like, okay. I like fat boys and stuff like that. I was like, okay, bet. We're gonna roll with that. We're gonna roll with that right there. I said, so the man you love, he got a dad bod, or he's a fat guy, however you want to put it. You love him to death, like he's your man. He's your everything. And I said, he decided to get his ass in shape, and now he got a six-pack and muscles. Would you fuck him less or more? I'll fuck him the same. How can you fuck him the same? Because you say you like dad bods and fat boys. Make that make sense. You say you don't like muscles and six-packs. I'm sorry to tell you, your boyfriend went from Fat Joe or Victorious to Magic Mike.
This gonna end it right here.
Or what's his name? Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, them two. We'll use them as a prime example of body types. So you telling me, you ain't gonna want to mess with your man a lot more than you usually do? You went from when he was a dad body and fat boy, y'all probably was getting it in probably like maybe if he's lucky 3 times a week. We'll say like I'm just really just playing about the 3 times a week. It's probably not even that, but we're gonna play along with that because y'all gonna make up excuses with kids and all that other stuff. We ain't gonna even go there. But that's a different podcast, different kind of conversation. We'll have that on another time. But back to the subject. 9 times out of 10, and they always say after fighting me on the conversation, they eventually say the same thing. Yeah, I probably would sleep with her more. And then I have some girls be trying to deny, I don't like that, woo woo. I was like, have you ever been with a guy with 6 packs and the muscles? And 9 times out of 10, guess what the girls say? No. I ain't never had a guy that had muscles or a 6 pack. All I ever had was skinny and fat guys or dad bods. That's what they tell me. And then I'll be like, so how do you know you don't like it then if you can't even attract it?
Right.
But I'm pretty sure that's on the flip side too, you know what I'm saying, on both sides of that spectrum. But it's just, I think a lot of people don't know what they truly want because half the time they can't get what they want, regardless. So if you had your, like we're going to say you're a multimillionaire, you got a fly car, fly crib, and you got plenty of clout from, let's just say you're a multi-millionaire, like, music producer plus artist on top of that. That's what what the world know you by your blue check mark, you know what I'm saying? Global. And now you got over 1 million different women of all types. You'll pick it a little. Which one you picking?
I would pick the
okay.
one. I'll pick the one that don't want my money.
Okay, let's stick with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it.
Okay, let's stick with it. Okay, stick with it. The one that won't take your money. I'm gonna break down those millions of women into 10 women. None of them want your money. They got their own money. You know what I'm saying? They good. They got their own shit. They established. They just like you for you. They like who you are as an individual, how you carry yourself, all that. 10 women. I'm gonna split them up into 2 groups. Lizzo and Holly Berry.
Man, you.
Or Rihanna and Precious.
Why are you playing right there?
I'm giving you 2 categories of body types. Which category are you going to choose from? And they all want you now. This ain't no, you know what I'm saying, this is the only one that wants me. But you get to choose. These girls want you. You got 10 women.
You said Monique. I'll take Monique.
Monique in the Parkers, or are you talking about Monique today's age?
Monique. in today's
Okay, so you want the Rihanna?
No.
That's because she's thick. She's